Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a full face shopping my stash, and I just recently kind of cleaned out my makeup storage area and kind of organized it, so I thought it would be a perfect time to kind of do one of these shopping my stash and where I kind of film picking out the products. And this is inspired by Emily Noel and also by Julia Adams, so I will have both of them listed in my description box if you haven't checked them out. And yeah, let's just cut to the clip where I pick out the products. So let's pick some products, and let's start down here where I have all of my primers and foundations and concealers, and everything I'm panning is at my over here at my like kind of vanity table. So I'm going to pick things that I'm not currently panning, and here are my primers and also some concealers, but let's go with something I haven't used or used in a while. So I actually have never used this one. This is the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hydrating Hyaluronic Acid Primer. So let's try that one out today, and let's also go for kind of like a pore filling primer. I haven't used this one in a long time. This is the Lumini CC Color Correcting and Blurring Primer. So let's try that one as well. Okay, and then for foundation, maybe let's go with this one. It's been a while since I used this one. This is the Maybelline Matte and Poreless Fit Me Foundation, and this one is the normal to oily kind. And please excuse my nails and hands. Okay, and then for concealer, I have these in here, and then I also have these three right here. So these are the Dray concealers, and this one is in the shade Lace, and I think I might try that one today, or use that one today. Okay, so we're done in here. Now we need to move up a bit. So in here I have all of my powders, bronzers, blushes, and highlighters that are like in single compacts or like just kind of singles. I have like creams and stuff in here as well. But so first let's pick a powder, and I actually haven't used this one yet. This is the Colourpop No Filter Sheer Press Powder in the shade Fair. So let's try that one. And then for bronzers, I have bronzers in here. And so let's go with something I haven't used in a while. This is the Becca Sunlit Bronzer in the shade Ballet Sands. So let's try that one. And then blushes I have in here, and I have no idea what kind of eyeshadow I want to do. So maybe I have a lot of Colourpop in there, but maybe I should go with a normal. Not this one. These are magnetic, that's probably. Okay. Let's go with Havana. And here is what that one looks like. So it's like a peachy kind of blush. So let's go with that one. And then highlighters I have in here, and also some in here. And so better go with something a little bit neutral, since I don't know what kind of eyeshadow I want to do. Maybe let's go with this one. This is the Anastasia Amorisi highlighter. I think that will be pretty, so let's go with that one. And I picked a bronzer, so I think we're done in here. So here is kind of a miscellaneous kind of drawer. So let's see if I can pull this one out like this. So here I have like my brow stuff, and I have this brow pomade from Kicks that I haven't used in a while, so let's go with that one. Doesn't want to focus, but that's okay. Let's go with that one. And then I need a brow gel, and I think I'm gonna go with this one. This is one from Makeup Revolution, and it's in the shade, what does it say? Oh yeah, here, medium brown. You can't see, but I'm gonna try this one. I've tried it once, so I want to use it again. I'm just gonna use kind of like my normal eyeshadow primer, and then we need to pick an eyeshadow. So I'm also going to use just my normal mascara, just so that I don't open one. But basically I have some eyeshadows in here, and some kind of face palettes. And then I have more of my eyeshadows in here. And then in here, oh sorry, down here, I have some like single shadows in like C palettes, and then I have some eyeshadow. Maybe I should go with that one. So in here I also have the, if I can get it out, let's move you up a bit. I have the Be Perfect Carnival palette. It looks like this. So maybe let's go with this one, because I haven't used it in a little while, but I have like C palettes, and then I have some face palettes, some eyebrow palettes and stuff in here. And then that one just came out. That one was like eyelashes and glitters and stuff, or like face stuff. It's just miscellaneous stuff. But yeah, I think that was all that I wanted to pick. So yeah, let's apply it to my face. Okay, so I'm going to start with my eyes today, and I'm going to prime them like I normally do. So I'm just going to put a little bit of this concealer on, and then I'm going to apply some of the MAC Painterly Paint Pot. Okay, so let's go into this one, and I think I'm going to stick to kind of like the blue, kind of like this corner right here. So I'm going to start by taking, a flat brush like this, and I'm going to pick up Mood. I'm going to put this here out on the outer corner. I'm going to go about halfway, and then I'm going to wipe off that brush, and I'm going to go into Envy and do the same thing and have them meet up here on the center. Okay, and then I'm going to wipe off my brush again, and I'm going to lightly go over the edges. Something like that, and then I'm going to pick up this brush from BH Cosmetics, and first I'm going to go into Sky right here and kind of go over here on the outer corner. So only where I put Mood. I'm wiping that off and kind of blending a bit. And then going back and forth between Mood and Sky. Okay, and then I'm going to wipe off the brush, and I'm going to go into Mint right here and put that on the inner half. And then I'm going to go into the eyeshadow that I hinted at before, and that is Makeup Geek Fantasy. So I'm going to put this kind of on my inner half of my eyelid. And then I'm going to go in with this one right here, which is called Recharge. And I'm going to put that kind of on, I don't know, kind of right here, I guess. Kind of on the center, but just a little bit like off center. And I think what I'm going to start doing is just taking a flat Sueva brush with Fantasy and just see how that goes. I'm going to take a little bit on my finger and just kind of go over. I like to just pat on the line to kind of blend out upwards. Something like that. I feel like Stacey Marie will sometimes blend her shimmers really far up, so that's kind of what I wanted to do, since this is the Be Perfect and Stacey Marie palette. So I think that's a really like cool look. Then let's go into this one and just put that right here. Kind of go all the way up into the crease. Kind of blend the two shimmers up there. A tiny bit more. And then I'm gonna go back to Fantasy on the same brush and kind of pat over where they meet. Taking a tiny bit on my finger, a Recharge, and just kind of patting that on the outer corner. And then just taking my clean pinky finger and just patting on the edge between the two shimmers. And then taking this one, which I have wiped off, and then just blending a bit. Let's just take this one and see if we can pack a tiny bit more of mood on the outer corner to kind of re-intensify it. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna clean it up, and then I'm gonna do the same on the other eye, and then we can probably move on to the face, and then if we want to change anything with the eyes, we can do that later. Maybe before that, I'm just gonna put some of this breezy shade. Just kind of right here in the center. Alright, be right back. Okay, let's move on to the face for now, and as I said, I'm going to use the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Primer. I'm just gonna put that all over. It smells really nice. Has kind of like a mild sweet scent. Okay, so I have that all over. Now I'm gonna take a tiny bit of this Lumini CC Color Correcting Primer. And what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna take a tiny bit of this just on my finger. Like that. This is something I've been doing lately with kind of my pore filling primers, and I feel like it's been working out with the Urban Decay one, so let's try it with this one. So I will just take it on my finger, and then I will just rub my fingers together. So I get like a thin coating on all of my fingers, and then I will just kind of press where I want to put it, and then I will kind of go over and kind of blend it out. I feel like that mattified, so let's see how the foundation goes on, because usually I will have kind of problem with my pore filling primers that they will kind of stick to certain places, and then the foundation will stick to those places, and then it will look really uneven. So let's see what happens. I'm gonna take this foundation, the Maybelline one, and shake it up real good. Put some on my hand, spread it out on my face. And then I'm just gonna go in with a beauty sponge. Then let's go in with the concealer, and I picked the Joy Concealer in the shade Lace. Just apply some of that. And I'm blending it out with the same sponge. If you're curious, this sponge is from Kix, and I really enjoy it. They have one that is this kind of light pink, and then they have one that is more like a bright pink. And I've tried both, but I like this one a lot more because it's a lot softer. I feel like it works better. I feel like the color match between the Joy Concealer and the Maybelline foundation is really nice. Okay, so I feel like my base looks pretty good. I feel like the Joy Concealer covers like nicely under my eyes. I feel like I might have gotten a tiny bit more product under here because I feel like that eye looks a little bit better. So let's just go in with a tiny bit under this eye. And then this one is not covered, but nothing has been able to cover that, so that's fine. I'm gonna try again. I definitely feel like that was building up. It looks really pretty. It's not looking heavy or anything. And then just see here with my chin. Alright, and then for powder, I only picked one powder, so I'm not sure what I was thinking, but let's try to use it both under my eyes and also on my face. So under my eyes, I'm gonna go in with this Suiva brush. It's not really picking up a lot. Like it's a very, I don't know, not even on my finger I'm picking up a lot. It's very like dry. So let's see what happens. It does set under my eyes. I feel like it darkened my concealer a little bit. so I might not use this under my eyes. For my face, I'm gonna use this one from Sueva as well. Not a lot is picking up on the brush, but I feel like I can like see it working on my face, like it's setting the shine, but I can't see a lot on my brush. And I've been using like a loose powder recently, so I'm really used to there like being a lot on my brush when I put it on my face. I usually go in with a lot of powder because I like to really set my face. Okay, so let's look at it a bit like up close. I think this looks pretty good. What do you think? I think it looks pretty good. So let's move on. For bronzer, I picked this Becca one, and I'm gonna put that on with this e.l.f. brush, like this. So, I don't know if the color will be right for me. It looks almost a little bit red. So let's just see, pick some up on my brush. It's a nice color, it's not too overpowering, but I think it's hard to tell because it might be better for me in like summertime when I have a little bit of a tan, but it might be too light in the summertime. So maybe the color is a tiny bit off for me. But I mean, it looks fine. I can work with it. It's not that bad. Maybe I should have a little bit of a lighter hand. I really, really like bronzer. It's like my favorite step in my makeup routine. It's applying bronzer. Let's go down my neck as well. And then let's go in with blush. And I'm just using this Luxie angle brush. I think this will work. Like peach and blue usually works together nicely. I'm gonna blend that out a bit with this big Sueva Duo Fiber brush. Blend everything, like the bronzer and the blush, and just blend everything together. And then for highlighter, we picked the Anastasia one. I guess it will work fine. Probably should have picked something else, but that's fine. Let's go in with this one. And for this one, I'm also using a Sueva brush. I used to use this big fan brush for my highlighter, if you remember that, but I've been using this one a lot lately. And I had tried it several times before for my highlighter, but I didn't enjoy it. I really only enjoyed using that big fan brush. And then I just started using it again, and now I really, really enjoy it for highlighter. I feel like I can really like buff in the highlighter. Okay, so, ooh, now I remember I didn't pick like a lip product before, so we should pick that as well. But first, let's do my brows. So I did pick this Kicks brow pomade, and this one is in just the shade brown. So it's not a perfect match for my brows, but I'm sure we can make it work. You know what? Let's just do my brows off camera, and then I will be back here. The brows turned out a little bit too intense, so I don't think, like, I've tried this one before, and I think what I should do is, because now I use this kind of brow pomade, and when I do that, I think I need to use like a clear brow gel, and then if I just do them with kind of like a lighter powder, or if I just want something like quick in my brows, I can use something like this that is colored. But I think when I use them together, it's just too much. So I feel like today my brows are a little bit too much. But we can work around that. I think when everything is on, it will look not as intense. Okay, so let's finish off the eyes. So I'm just gonna kind of mirror what I did to the top on my lower lash line. I think I'm gonna take a little bit of this glitter that is in my whole collection Party Time Pan, and I'm just gonna put that kind of along my, like, inner half of my lower lash line, I guess. And I'm just gonna take a brush and kind of get some on there, kind of, and then just kind of press that along my lower lash line. I applied lashes and did my hair, so now let's just move on to the lips, and I think we're just gonna do something nude. So I'm taking this Colourpop Luxe lipstick in the shade Tiptoe, and I'm just gonna apply that. I was gonna apply a gloss on top, but I think I'm just gonna leave it as is. So yeah, this is the finished look. The fantasy shade from Makeup Geek is creasing quite a bit, so I've had that shade. It's one of their foil shades, and I've had that one since 2014, I believe. So it's not surprising if they have started like going a bit bad and like creasing, but I still think it looks really pretty. So yeah, this is the finished look. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today and watching me shop my stash and just apply it to my face. This was actually one of my favorite full face of makeup that I have filmed, and I'm excited to do more of these because, as I said, I just really enjoyed it, and I wasn't talking a lot in this video, but I did really enjoy doing this. So I have no complaints of like anything except for the eyeshadow creasing on my face. I think the foundation and like concealer and everything combo looks really nice. It doesn't feel sticky, it feels just, yeah, it feels nice. I'm looking like the powder did not make me too powdery, so I still look like I'm kind of alive, which is good. So yeah, I'm just really happy with how this turned out. I hope you enjoyed the eye look. I think in my last kind of full face I haven't done anything like this kind of so today I wanted to do something a little bit more exciting, I guess. But yeah, as I said, that was it. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next one.